Hi, Tom Trento here with another insightful look at the Muslim Brotherhood and its threat to freedom-loving people worldwide. Today we're going to connect the dots, and we're going to start in October 2010 in Egypt. Back then, just a few months ago, an individual by the name of Mohammed Badi, a veterinarian doctor, issued a call for jihad against Israel and the United States, October 2010. And rest assured, this was not your kind of warm and fuzzy, looking for a peaceful place in Islam jihad. This is your Quranic, violent, obliterate the infidel jihad by Mohammed Badi in October of 2010, veterinarian doctor. Connect the dots. Let's go to January 8th, 2011. Location, once again, that wild and wacky Egypt. This time at Al-Azhar University. Al-Azhar would be comparable to taking our Harvard and Yale and Princeton and Columbia and pushing them all together. And Al-Azhar is the definitive epitome of Islamic thought, of Sharia jurisprudence. Well, a doctor by the name of Imad Mustafa, philosophical Islamic scholar, issued what's called an offensive fatwa, a religious ruling. January 8th, 2011. And the context for his religious ruling is very simple. He said that if a governmental entity suppresses the advancement of Sharia Islam, whether by limiting the clothing they wear or the building of mosques or the establishment of a parallel legal system, then it's legitimate to implement jihad on that government. That was January 2011. Let's jump forward to January 16th, just a week later. Where? Connect the dots. Once again, Egypt. What happened on January 16th, 2011 in Egypt? If you connect the dots, folks, you're not going to believe this. But on January 16th, 2011 in Egypt, the Muslim Brotherhood leadership got together and selected their supreme guide, the top individual to lead millions of Muslim Brotherhood followers worldwide in a quest to reestablish the caliphate and implement Sharia worldwide. Who did they select on January 16th? How about the veterinarian doctor Mohammed Badi? Mohammed Badi, the guy that called for a violent jihad against the United States and Israel, is now the supreme guide of the Muslim Brotherhood. January 16th, just a few weeks ago. What happened a few days later? Tunisia erupts. Then Egypt erupts. Jordan, Yemen, on the bank of falling apart, on the brink of falling apart. What's next? Israel is on high alert. The United States is in a quandary. If you do not see the fingerprints of the Muslim Brotherhood behind the upheaval in the Middle East right now, then you're incapable of recognizing that Iran is building a nuclear bomb. This is serious and disturbing information to have an individual calling for jihad being the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood. Well, that's what's happening. Now, you may say, well, we have a Western country of 80 million Egyptians and they're not going to buy it. Well, go look at a Pew poll done in 2010 to answer just those questions. How Sharia compliant are the citizens of Egypt? Well, if you look at this Pew poll, and you can look at it online, 95% of the 80 million Egyptians said that Islam, Sharia Islam, should play a fundamental role in the politics of Egypt. You see, Mubarak has been standing between Sharia compliance and a secularization, a Western secularization. The Muslim Brotherhood, banned as a political party, wants to synchronize their creed, their view, with the Constitution of Egypt that calls for a Sharia-compliant government. What do the people feel? Well, 75% of the people in Egypt believe in death for apostates, in cutting off hands for thieves, and all the Sharia guidelines in a Sharia-compliant society. 50% support Hezbollah. Hamas, I mean. 30% support Hezbollah. 20% of 80 million Egyptians are advocates of Al-Qaeda. 16 million people in Egypt support Al-Qaeda. You are mistaken factually if you think Egypt is a Western country. Egypt is teetering on the brink of becoming Islamic. All it needs is to be pushed over a little, and the Muslim Brotherhood, now led by Mohammed Badi, is doing that pushing behind and in front of the scenes. And if indeed the Brotherhood gains control of Egypt, rest assured, Israel will be attacked, all Western countries will be threatened. That military might, that massive military capability in Egypt will be used to establish Sharia compliance worldwide. And I don't know, what lays before everyone, what's out there? You got another word for the apocalypse?